Let me just follow up on just brief question on transparency. It's pretty clear. We need transparency. We need to have, though, the active involvement of researchers that use that data and researchers, whether they're academics or civil rights groups or rights organizations, journalists, everybody has to be engaged. One pushback we could get, I like your response, is that, do you think there's a ways that we can protect user data and still provide the kind of data that's necessary for these researchers? Is that possible? Mr. Rutter and Mr. Boland?
Yes, this is certainly, you will get that pushback as well as a bunch of other pushback, I'm sure. So one, it's possible we can obfuscate the data, we can generate random ideas, you can hide the personally identifiable information. Secondly, there are examples when third-party reviewers have access to confidential information, and because they operate in a professional manner and are well-trusted, that doesn't mean it leaks out publicly. So, one of the examples I gave was auditors in the course of certifying financial statements see a bunch of internal financial performance that, if it leaked out, would be extremely valuable to competitors. And the reason we have third-party auditors is they're allowed to balance the public's need for information with the company's need to keep information private. So we could do the exact same thing. There are secure computing environments. For example, there's a bunch of healthcare data in the world which has a bunch of personally identifiable information and very strict legislated privacy requirements around that. And that's managed in a way such that people can extract insights from the data without violating individual privacy. We could do the same thing here.
Right, Mr. Bullock?
It is absolutely possible and doable. There are some hard aspects to it, but it can be done. I think there's two components that I think are favorable there. One, with the increased TikTokization of services, more and more content is public content. So you're really not dealing with issues around privacy and private data. For private data, Meta was able to solve it with their ads measurement system. So we built a system where we could connect the ads that people saw on Facebook with the purchases that they bought in a physical store. And we were able to do that in a privacy-safe way. If we can do it for ads, you can do it for these other areas as well.
Right. Well, thank you, and I'd like to thank the three of you for your testimony here today. You certainly provided some very insightful contributions to what is a very important conversation. We appreciate your availability to be part of the first panel for this hearing. This hearing is going to resume this afternoon when we will welcome our second panel of witnesses, the Chief Product Officers of Meta, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. And so the committee will now go into recess, and then we will reconvene at 2:30 p.m.